Okay, cool. How many times should I post? Now, I can answer this question because I have access to Meta Support whenever I want, so I'm eligible to answer this question. Now, I have contacted Meta Support for many reasons, but one of my students, like my paid community, was asking me, he DM me saying, how many times should I post? Can I post 100 times a day? Can I post 50 times an hour? How many posts should I post per hour or per day? At least, what is the limit to not get spammed? Now, in this video, I'm going to talk about exactly what you need to do, and I will also going to talk about what best time to post. Okay. Now, if you're not familiar with what this channel is about, I make videos about Instagram theme funnels. Now, I teach you how to run a successful Instagram theme pages. In order to stay updated to every video, like this video, subscribe so that you don't miss any updates if you're running Instagram theme pages. And this is not for you if you're not into Instagram theme pages. That's it. Let's get into the video. I said I have, I can post high quality content on both Facebook and Instagram 100 times a day. I have a team. I said I have a team so that, people can understand, because it is not ideal for one person to create quality content 100 times a day and post by himself 100 times a day, which is why I have addressed I have a team. So will it impact my reach? That's the first question, right? What is the limit number of posts I can post in an hour or day so that I can stay in the guidelines and not to be a spam account? Second question. I ask them the second question. And does the subscribing to Meta Verify will increase my reach? The third question, right? Because Meta is offering every social media app is turned into monetizing their blue check mark. So I thought getting a blue check mark will not impact my reach if I spam, but that's not the case as it used to be, right? So the thing they said is, to address your concern, I would like to advise you that we don't have a specific restriction on the number of posts you make. However, the system will detect any rapid usage and fall upon spam violation. Okay, cool. So I asked them, what's the best advice you can give me? I have a bulk content already, team of creators and publishers. What would you do in my position for reference? Now, I have asked 3 questions. First thing first. So will it impact my reach if I post many times a day? Yes. The Meta directly takes into consideration that you fall under, you're doing some spam activity because you are increasing the rapid usage. Because it is not ideal to post 100 posts, in 24 hours. I mean, literally you can go for 24 hours, but that's not the case. Even 24 posts per day is spam. I've seen some accounts, they do, like Insta Bollywood, whatever, some celebrity niches, they post something around, 30, 50 posts a day, up to 100. But that is not the case. I don't know how they're doing, but it's exception for them. They're, 30 million followers. They have 30 million followers, but initially you have no followers, which is why you're seeing this video. Otherwise, you would have already figured out. But considering, will it impact my reach? Yes. So don't. Now, what is the best way to do? I'm gonna talk about in the last part. What is the limit of number of posts I can post in an hour or day so that I can stay in the guidelines to not be a spam account? Now, this scenario, I asked him, what would you do if you were you? Now, he gave me a pretty good answer, which I'm gonna talk about in the end. And third question is, does subscribing to Meta Verify will increase my reach? And he gave an address and all that. When I follow that link, all it says is, no, subscribing to Meta Verify will not increase your reach. It will still be the same. It will only... Now, the reason people need to subscribe to Meta is to not get any duplicated accounts. Now, let's just say I have a personal brand, right? Personal brand is very important because you are the brand of the image. Now, you don't want any duplicates. But if you're someone like, musicians, then maybe you need, because music has this unique idea, how many ever duplicate accounts you have, but still, if they use your music, it's gonna get copyright claim. You can easily copyright claim, right? Music have these IDs, unique IDs. So that's how even in a YouTube works. So same to other social media apps too. But when you have a personal brand, you don't want someone to, impersonate or, get duplicate your, you know what I'm saying, right? You don't want other people to be you and scam people. So which is why you need a Meta subscription, which will improve their detection in spam accounts, which are impersonating you, At least that's what I understood. You can read on your own. I'll leave the link in the description. The first question is, no, I have answered this question, third question. The first one is, will it impact my reach? Yes. So how many times should I post? Maximum 3 to 4. That's it. 3 to 4. Stop at 4 posts a day. Now, when I say post, it can be reels, it can be carousel, it can be single post, it can be stories, whatever. 4 a day. That's it. Stop. Because more than that, even I have experimented. I have at some point of time, I think it was a week before. So it was 2 weeks ago. So I started posting for a week, around 8 to 10 posts a day. Reel post, carousel, reel post, carousel, reel post, carousel, story, whatever. And I gained some followers. I got some good reach, but I lost the followers more than I gained. More than in Instagram, it's the followers that matters, right? If you have more number of followers, you're going to get more number of sponsor posts. You can going to get more, engagement, whatever. It is an authority, right? But we don't want the followers to, we don't want audience fatigue. We don't want audience to unfollow. So limit 4 posts a day. You can tell it in a story how many posts you're going to do, and your audience can choose, right? So that your audience can know that he's going to post 4 times a day. So then it's their choice to still follow you, or to just to leave the radar, or to still follow you. It's up to them. Now, why I would say the main reason, okay, there are 2 reasons to not post too many times a day. 1, to not get into under spam accounts, spam guidelines, to follow the spam guidelines. And 2, you don't want audience to bore you, right? If you post, it's better to post three times high quality posts a day than 5 times or 6 times less quality posts a day, right? That's that. You can focus on how to, you can trial, test hooks, whatever. The second thing is, what is the limit of number of posts I can post in an hour or day so that I can stay in the guidelines to not be a spam account? Usually, what I would do is, the answer he gave is, do not max out 3 or 4 times a day. And usually what I would recommend you to do is post every 5 hours. Now, let's just say 24 hours, right? 24 divided by 5 is something around 4. Now, you can evenly distribute 4 posts a day. Now, you can post 1 reel in the morning, and one reel in a midday, 1 reel evening, and 1 reel at the night when you go to bedtime. You can, diversify this. Like most of you who are watching this video will be in a reels, but post carousels too. It's a good for, engagement. Carousels are being pushed out too much. All right, so this is how you follow, guidelines on Instagram. For Instagram, for the question, how many times should I post? Now, in order to know best time to post, I have a private community where I teach you all these things, where we will go through the theme funnel and CDT, which is a very huge conversion driven method, which nobody is talking about and nobody using it, and it's very profitable. And I'll show you how to grow your account from 0 to successful, getting a brand deal, sales, product sales, whatever, using AI. And with that said, I will leave the link in the description. You can check that out. And if you have any questions just like this you want me to answer, I'm going to do it for you. You can check that out.